Hello, it's lovely to see you. I really hope you've had a good week. So from the clip you can tell that this video is all about my trip through the Blisworth Tunnel, which wasn't as plain cruising as I would have liked it to have been. So to prepare myself, because I'm going to relive the experience with you now, I think I would just like to talk nature first. So last week you noticed that we had our solar panels installed. Well, since then we've had grey skies and snow, which is fantastic. Not really the things you want this time of year, but it's still beautiful to see snow. Also, I noticed that, and if you know and you've watched the previous vlogs, you know that I really love mushrooms and fungus and often go on little mushroom and fungus hunts. Not brave enough yet to have eaten any, and since I've seen the film Into the Wild recently, I think I'm going to have to build up to foraging properly. However, I have got my very own species of mushroom. So if you have a look closely at the garden here, you'll see that I have got bay cup, which is a type of Pizziza mushroom. Not sure it's a good thing to have mushrooms growing on your home, so I may have to remove those, but you can let me know if you are a mushroom expert, really, if they are bay cup, if it is good to keep them, because it will be exciting to keep my mushrooms. So also this week I had the pleasure of filming and seeing a Reed Bunting. Now, I've not been able to film one of those before, and I have been trying to show you in recent vlogs, where possible, filming birds that are singing, so you can learn the UK bird songs along with me. So have some moments now with the beautiful male Reed Bunting. Okay, so we can't put it off any longer. It's now time to go into the Blisworth Tunnel with me. I decided to sit on the front of the boat, the bow deck of the boat, and film, because I thought it would be a better experience for you. So here's my experience of the Blisworth Tunnel. So here we go, 43 metres below ground into the Blisworth Tunnel. And right away we see a light, and that's another boat coming towards us. So apparently the tunnel is wide enough for two narrowboats to pass each other comfortably in the tunnel. It's the third longest navigable tunnel in the UK and the 9th longest in the world at 2,811 metres in length. Approaching one of the ventilation shafts. Slightly wet, but at this point, and we're more concerned about the approaching boat, we slow right down and we move as far right as possible. So at this point I feel that I really need to go and have a lie down, but I think about you, my viewer, and I carry on filming. Now, originally the tunnel, when it began work in 1793, was dug by hand using basic picks, shovels and wheelbarrows. But 3 years on, quicksand caused a wiggle in the tunnel to collapse, taking the lives of 14 men. And eventually in 1805, in March, the tunnel was finally opened. Oh no, here comes another ventilation shaft. Oh goodness, so now there's water in the camera. So it's at this point that I want to tell you about the concrete ring structures you see, but all I can think about is the ventilation shaft just ahead. Okay, so this section of the tunnel is part of the reconstruction work undertaken by the British Waterways in the 1980s, and they were using techniques and materials like the precast concrete rings, which were brand new at the time but later were used for the building of the Channel Tunnel. This orange stuff I think is an example of flowstone, which is like a mineral deposit and a build-up of calcium carbonate from the flow of the water and the breakdown of the minerals. And you can see, oh my goodness, hang on a moment. I'm so sorry, I know it's only water, but it's just dark and it's damp in here and I'm just a little bit scared. Comes another power shower. Now this stuff is beautiful. Again, I think it's more evidence of flowstone. And look, stalactites. Do you know, this tunnel was awarded the Red Wheel in recognition of its industrial heritage in 2014 and the work undertaken by the British Waterways in restoring it. I can't believe that in the 1800s men used to lie on top of their narrowboats and leg their way through these tunnels. So we've nearly finished our journey along with the Grand Union Canal underneath the Blisworth Hill. I'm wet, the camera's wet, but actually I really enjoyed that. So even though the tunnel wasn't the most pleasant of experiences, you can't help but admire the engineering in that, and you know, pretty much so many things that you come across along the canal system. It's just blows my mind. It really does. So now, before I talk about the mindful cruise that I've got for you today, I just want to give you an update on the washing machine, and we hoped that when we installed solar panels that we would be able to power our washing machine because it wasn't running from the engine. But actually the issue is that we need to plumb our washing machine into the calorifier so that will have the hot water rather than using the engine power to heat up the water. So we're going to get a plumber to go and do that. So that's just a little update on the washing machine. Time to sit back, relax and enjoy a mindful cruise, which is the cruise through to Stoke Bruin, which obviously we had to go through to get to the Blisworth Tunnel to come out at the other end. And we were moored just before last week, Stoke Bruin, so we just had a small short cruise through Stoke Bruin and the Blisworth Tunnel. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog, and take care, sit back, relax and enjoy this mindful cruise, and please come and join me next week. Bye! Reverberating reeds, where the water leads its boats and buoyant vessels, what noise within you nestles? A chip-chip blaring bold from your highest reed takes hold, and there this feathery chap tilts back its blackened cap, and tells me of its woe down where the waters flow, how food supply is low, few nesting sites to go. I listen to this song, where did we go so wrong? But my question comes too late, for it's off to find a mate.